Let's take a look. Oh my goodness, I see a chicken. So here, I'm going to draw the chicken for you. This is the pathway for CSF production through the ventricles. So these are just the layers of the meninges. We're going to add into all of this. Imagine the tofu itself has little pockets. And inside of the tofu with the pockets are what we call ventricles. And they have CSF fluid inside of them. And the CSF fluid, same thing as what we said before, functions to provide nutrients, but it also lightens the load and provides impact resistance, right? Shock absorption. So let's draw what these are. And as you can tell, I really like this subject, so it's going to get even more exciting with the next semester in 142 information. So let's draw our chicken. The chicken has a head. Chicken has like a nice little back of the head, a tiny little body. And then has a really long, I don't know, there's his leg. He has one leg, tiny little body. And then he has a big head. There's the eyeball. And then, you know what? He has this massive frohawk thing going on. It's so fancy, his hairdo. He doesn't just have one side. He has two. So off the other side, there's another. So he has 4 ventricles. And these 4 ventricles, can you guess what they are? Ooh, that's a really, sorry about the drawing, it's huge. He has 2 lateral ventricles. And then he has, what's after 2? 3. So he's the 3rd ventricle, and he's the 4th ventricle. So it's pretty easy. And there's connecting points or ducts found between all of these groupings of ventricles. This one is called so they have eponyms, and eponym is somebody that discovered this upon examination, decided to call or name it after himself. So instead of naming it based on the structure, he named it after himself. So this one is like the foramen of Monroe, but we're going to call it, because it's between the ventricles, we just call it interventricular septum, or interventricular foramen. Interventricular foramen. And it's found between the lateral ventricles and the 3rd. Well, what about between the 3rd ventricle and the 4th? Well, it's about the level of the cerebrum, so we just call it cerebral aqueduct of Sylvius. That is the eponym. Okay, so this is the cerebral aqueduct, or the aqueduct of Sylvius. Especially for those of you going into medicine as a physician, you're going to have to know both names. You're going to have to know the eponym, and you're also going to have to know the anatomical name. So I have that, and then this is basically just the central canal. So how do I remember this? This is my chicken. So my chicken doesn't have a name. Unlike my bird for the scapula, I didn't name this guy. So he has 2 lateral ventricles. He has an interventricular foramen. He has a 3rd ventricle. He has a cerebral aqueduct of Sylvius. He has a 4th ventricle, and then he has 2 exit points. So I'm going to erase this and redo it in a way that you guys can see for flow. This is just naming structures. So he has a median aperture of Magendie. You need to know both. And he has a lateral aperture of Luschka. Oh. Luschka. Okay, so median of Magendie and lateral aperture of Luschka. So he has 1 median and 2 lateral. So these are all the parts, and let's erase it, take a little break, and then come back.